Okay, this episode is about Villanueva State Park in New Mexico. And I did an episode here a year ago, almost a year ago. It's October 26th, 2019. Weather's been very nice, low 70s today, and lows were down in the 40s. But a couple of days ago, a cold front came through and there was a snow dusting, and it got down close to freezing. So when you're boondock camping, I have no hookups here, electric or water hookups, sewer hookups. They do have sewer here, and they do have places where you can get fresh water, and they have a dump station. But when you boondock camp, you have to prepare for freezing temperatures. We've got a little campfire going right now, and I'm getting ready to put on some barbecue chicken. And I'll go through just some of the basics. Let me turn off my generator. So it doesn't drown out the sound here. And I'll go into that too. I'll show you the what you should do as far as if it's going to go down to freezing and you're boondock camping. Your furnace always has an outlet on the outside of the trailer. So if you have water jugs, put them in fairly close to that outlet, because that keeps the jugs warm and it prevents them from freezing. One little thing there, you want to put heat tape around your sewer outlet, because that's totally exposed. Right down here. All your pipes down under here with heat tape, and I hook it up to a solar connector. I just put in a regular outlet, and that's even though it looks like a shore hookup, 120 volt AC, that's actually powered by my solar panels on the roof. So you can run that right into your inverter, so you're getting the 120 volt AC here from your solar system. And actually this outlet here, that's for the solar panels. That's where I hook them up. And then when I'm traveling, I close this up, keeps it watertight. So I have a very simple, easy solar hookup for the 600 watts on top of the roof. And also, you want to put in this stuff, Absolute Zero RV Waterline Antifreeze. You want to put that in both your gray water and black water tank if it's going to get below 32 degrees. And that'll run right down through the pipes down here. Your gray water tank, you can put, say, a gallon in there. Inside in your sink, either of your sinks or your shower drain, and then your black water tank, obviously you dump a gallon right in your toilet, and that'll prevent your tanks, which this probably won't come out, but some of the utility trailers, the tanks themselves are totally exposed underneath. Some RVs, they have inside under the floor, but a lot of travel trailers will have the gray water and black water tank exposed underneath. So they'll freeze up unless you put this antifreeze in there. Okay, my site's right on the water, right on the Pecos River. And being a fisherman, I like going down here fishing every night. I'm going to go in a few minutes. There's rainbows and channel catfish. This is also good tasting. So that's your Pecos River right here. And it runs down and goes down through that canyon there. And there's the canyon walls on that side. I think they go up probably 300 or 400 feet. It was a beautiful campground. And matter of fact, even Coronado came through, the Spanish explorer. He came through with the conquistadors in 1540, and most likely he came right through this campground here. So there's a lot of history going on here. Anyway, I'll also show you a little bit about generators. The portable generators, which I consider a necessity. You know, you have solar panels, but if you're in the shade or it's overcast for a few days and raining, you're just not getting the power. So I totally recommend having a little portable generator. And I'm using the Predator, which you can get at Harbor Freight Tools. And this is 1600 watt, 2000 watt peak. Okay, and you see two here. You can hook these up in parallel and go from 1600 watts up to 3200 watts with a 4000 watt peak. And all you have to do is I'm just running the one here, and I put this one out just to show you how to do it, a parallel connection. This is coming from the RV, and well, I'm not even going to pull it out, but you have your RV connectors up here. This is like a transfer switch, and it puts both generators in parallel, and it has two standard 120 volt AC hookups. So if you have one or the other, you know, RVs will have typically this one here, but if you have that one, it'll work too. So you're going to be running, instead of your little one portable generator, if you want to run both of them, you're going to take this out, put it up here, connect it here, and then you have these banana jacks. It says parallel outlets. They're very simple to hook up. Red goes into red, black pushes into the black, and then you have a ground wire that goes to that grounding nut. Okay, that's what you do on this side, and then the other side, you notice this cable, same thing. You're going to be going over here to where it says parallel outlet, and putting the black into the black, red into the red, and your ground wire down here. Very simple to put them in parallel, but you have to buy this separately. And that will connect two of these together if you need that much power. I don't. I've been using just the one 1600 watt, because I installed a small 5000 BTU AC unit on the back of the RV here, which doesn't draw much. So one of those little portable generators, they only weigh about 40 pounds. And I stick it in the trailer when I'm traveling. That'll run a 5000 BTU, but you're going to have a carpenter or somebody install one of these window mount AC units. If you want to run the big guns up on the top of these RVs, they're 15,000 BTUs. And you would have to hook up two of these little portable generators. But the nice thing is, they're so light and they don't take up much room. Versus if you get a big household generator on wheels and stuff, one, you're not going to get it inside the door. These doors are too narrow, You're not gonna, you'd have to make a ramp, and I don't believe you could even get it inside while you're traveling. And they're super heavy, that's why they're on wheels and they have a handle. These little portable guys, I really love them. But like I say, all I'm using is just the one. I still have, that'll run everything that you have in your house except for a big AC unit. It'll run everything, you know, in a utility trailer. So that's what I'm using there. The other thing about New Mexico, before I go here, there are mountain lions, and I was in this exact same campsite a year ago, and it snowed, just like it did a couple days ago. And I came out at night to turn off my generator. You know, in the state parks, you have to turn off your generator by 10 o'clock. And I, you know, was out here camped by myself. There was nobody out here. I mean, it was, you know, there still isn't really. There's one camper down there and an Airstream. A few campers down the beginning of the campground. But anyway, I came out at the middle of the night, didn't turn on my light, outside light, to turn on my generator, and there was 2 mountain lions right next to that tree right there. And I startled them when I opened the door, and they actually jumped up into the tree. And I didn't see them. They jumped up so quick. I saw their footprints the next morning, where they jumped down from the tree, and the impact. These were big mountain lions. I mean, they had to be 150 pounds each. There was 2 of them, and this ground is super hard, and they had a big imprint. I mean, like, it's very, very hard to even, you know, put a print mark in here. So when they jumped down from the tree, I mean, 150 pounds hit here, and then they came across, and I knew that because there was a light dusting of snow, and here's their footprints, just to give you an idea. Okay. No claw marks. That's the big difference between a dog print. And I've had big dogs before, and these prints, you know, would be like the size of a big German Shepherd, a male, or a big Great Dane, or something in the 125, 150 pound class. And here's the date. That's only a little over a week from now, last year. And there's 2 of them. They came right through. 2 mountain lions. So you want to be careful. If you got small kids, you got animals, pay close attention. You know, this is very remote. You're in a deep canyon. The mountain lions love these high canyon walls because they can climb right up them. And that's where they go. They have their dens and stuff. And here's a close-up of mountain lion prints. See if I can get a better picture. Yeah, this is always difficult for me to do with the smartphone. Anyway, the difference is you'll notice there's no claw marks. You know, all your cats, your bobcat, your lynx, and the mountain lion, no claw prints. You go over to your coyote and your wolf, which is basically a big dog, you'll see the claw marks. You can see them there. I'm trying to get the focus. And that's your wolf. And just very distinct claw marks. And the coyote. And even the fox, you know. But so that's the big difference. So anyway, that's this episode. I'm in the same campsite where 2 mountain lions jumped up in this tree. So I got my protector there, the American Eagle. That'll ward off all those evil mountain lions out here. But I've had 2 or 3 close encounters so far in the last year with mountain lions, especially out backpacking in these remote areas. So, okay, that's this episode, and this is Eagle Air signing off.